I'm Jennifer Lee Levitz, and this is Unleash the Power of Age, with information and about matters that concern seniors. I'm doing this on behalf of the Gloucester Council on Aging and the Rose Baker Senior Center. Get back there, won't we? Anyway, today I have a guest. David Holden is the Executive Director of the Gloucester Housing Authority, and he is here today with information relative to seniors and the COVID-19 and the Housing Authority. Welcome, David.
Oh, thank you very much, Jennifer, and thank you for having me on the show today. The Housing Authority is most concerned right now for the safety of our residents and our staff during the COVID crisis. We are an essential agency, so although our office is currently closed to the public, our staff remains available either by phone at 978-281-4770 or by email. We're pretty much fully operational, although much of our staff is working remotely currently. Our maintenance staff is on site, although we are rotating our staff for their safety. During the COVID crisis, unfortunately, we're only able to perform what we call emergency work, which is basically something in someone's apartment that has to be taken care of immediately. Something like someone has a toilet that is overflowing or has no heat. Other work right now, we're going to be deferring until after the emergency for the safety of our staff. And really, what we want our residents to know is that we are here for them. And if they need any assistance or any guidance during this crisis, contact us. We're working with a lot of agencies throughout our city and with the city itself, and we will help to get them the resources that they need. We're doing a number of steps, particularly within our elderly developments. We have 5 elderly housing developments, and they house the most vulnerable populations during this crisis, and we want to keep everyone safe. So we've done a few things. One, we have closed all of our common rooms at all of our developments, and we're asking our residents not to go into those areas. We're sanitizing all of the common areas and hallways in the buildings several times a day, 7 days a week, and we will continue to do that. We are really asking everyone to social distance at all times. Everyone needs to keep 6 feet apart from each other. And actually, in our 3 high-rise developments, McPherson Park, the Sheedy Building, and the Clark Building, we actually have posted an order asking that people not visit people in those buildings at this time unless they absolutely have to. Those that are older or have underlying health concerns are most at risk during this crisis. So now is not the time for visitation. And we're actually asking people to sort of hunker down and self-isolate unless they really do need to go out. And if for some reason, people do start having symptoms such as a cough or a fever or chills or other flu-like symptoms, the best thing for you to do is stay put in your apartment and to immediately call your primary care physician, and they will advise you what you should be doing. The reality is that we do have a growing number of cases throughout our community of COVID and people really suffering. So people need to pretty much take the assumption that their neighbors may be recuperating at home right now and self-quarantining. And now people need to be compassionate and need to be kind, but they also need to take care of themselves. And we're also really suggesting that people give their neighbors a call. You can't really get out and visit people, but you can talk to the world. So it's really important that people do that. Those people that are tech savvy, you can do such things as what we're doing here today, such as Zoom or FaceTime. I know a lot of people have set up for families, but now is the time to stay put. If you need something, let us know, and we're going to work to try to get those essential things to you. So it's a difficult time, Jennifer, but we're going to do the best that we can.
So about 5 questions popped up for me. One of the things I just want to mention, you talked about Zoom or FaceTime, and a lot of people don't know how to do that. We are in the process of putting together a demonstration for people who don't know how to use these platforms, and we'll get that out as soon as possible. Another thing is, what are you doing with people who need, say, groceries or medicine?
Well, our staff actually are making ongoing phone calls to all of our residents in our elderly developments. And we've got a really great network of people here in Gloucester who are ready to help. The Open Door has done a remarkable job having food ready so that we can work with people to be able to arrange delivery of food. Also, the Meals on Wheels program remains in operation. And if anyone calls senior care, you can sign up at this point for Meals on Wheels. And actually, they're also providing some additional meals so that people have things. The same is true concerning prescriptions. Please, contact our staff, and we will work to be able to find a way to be able to get what you need. The other day, I know we were helping some people to be able to get a hold of some toilet paper in the short term. So, although those supplies are hard to get.
Tell me about it.
The thing is, the entire community is prepared to help, but we need to know. We're going to call you, but we assist over 1,300 households in Gloucester. Maybe about a third of them are elderly, and we're really concentrating on those households. But don't wait to hear from us. Give us a call.
I have one more. I hope this isn't opening a bag of worms. So I know that even in good times, especially, there are family members who insist and who really want to get in there and help. And speaking of help, what are people doing who just have trouble just getting around?
Well, people who have difficulty just getting around, many of them are still receiving services from various agencies.
Okay.
And those services right now are remaining in effect. We're speaking with most of the service providers on an ongoing basis. So those things are still there. Some people who have relied on public transportation in the past are having more difficulty, but again, by reaching out with the Open Door and other agencies, we're being able to fulfill their needs. The other thing, Jennifer, is when you have that link on how to Zoom and various other things, if you want to send it over to us, we can put that up on our website so that those seniors could be able to access there. We also have ongoing updates on the COVID crisis that we're posting on our website, as well as a resource guide.
Okay, I will be speaking with Lucy Sheehan, the Executive Director of the Gloucester Council on Aging. We'll do a session, and I'll send you that one as well.
Okay.
We're about done. Is there anything you would like to say in closing?
Well, the main thing is that we are going to get through this, and there are going to be better days. We're going to do everything that we can, but the most important thing is that all of our residents do what they need to do to social distance, continually wash your hands, wash flat surfaces, and really limit visitation. If you do that, you're really going to safeguard yourself. And the other thing I'm telling everyone is find something joyful to do every day. That's what's going to get us through. If we can just find one thing that gives us pleasure, then we're going to be able to get over to the next day. And I'm just passing it on to everyone.
Okay, well, it has been a pleasure to speak with you today. I always enjoy seeing your face and having a conversation with you, always.
The same to you, Jennifer. And again, thank you for having me on.
And thank you for being here. Okay, I think that's it for Unleash the Power of Age, and we'll do another session soon.